Hello and welcome to Zombie Experiments, the brand new series where I try and solve random issues and questions that nobody asked about in Call of Duty Zombies. Today's pointless experiment is to see how many Megatons you can have at once in Maschine. Let's get into it. I want to preface this experiment by saying this doesn't include the red Megaton in the Dark Ether, or really anything involved in the Easter egg like the boss fight, because obviously there's lots of them there. This is purely for if you're doing high rounds, how many Megatons can you have in the map at once. So I started off the game by spawning in my knife and slashed up a few zombies until I had an amount of points I was comfortable with. I took the right path out the starting room instead of the left one, because in Latin the word left roughly translates to sinister, and frankly we don't need that kind of negativity around here. I made my way to the power room, grabbing the free 100 points from every perk machine in the way because I am a point whore and I do not care who knows it. I also bought a gallows shotgun because I wanted to make this as easy and quick as possible for getting to higher rounds. I made it to the power room and pushed a big button, then pushed two more buttons and made it into the dark ether by way of portal. I stopped and destroyed some crystals before entering the ether tunnel in hopes of getting something really good. Spoiler alert, I didn't. And then I travelled through the tunnel, grabbed the pack-a-punch part and built the machine. From here I decided to do the coffin Easter egg in order to try and get the wonder weapon or the ray gun. Once again, I didn't. But the free juggernaut was pretty good and I got a purple gallow, so can't really complain there. Once I'd finished the coffin Easter egg, I killed some dogs down in Deadshot to fill up the canister because I decided the Nova 5 upgrade would be a fun one to use for this challenge if I managed to get a shockwave. The next rounds were the first Megaton boss spawned in. However, I decided that I really would want to get the shockwave, so I made the executive decision to shoot and kill the thing since they'll spawn frequently enough that it won't affect the experiment. Killing it though didn't go as planned, because why would it? It split in two and I got caught between a rock and a hard pair of Megaton bombers. I think that's how the saying goes. After reviving myself, I killed the bombers, grabbed the keycard and proceeded to get the free shockwave. I then carried on and quickly upgraded it to the Nova 5 version, and finally I could properly begin this challenge. A few rounds passed and I finally got my first Megaton. Careful not to shoot it, I killed some zombies and picked up a nuke, which is when I first realised that the nuke would actually damage the Megaton, so I had to avoid doing that from now on. I went on some more rounds and pack-punched my shotgun, and this is the point where I have to tell you some bad news, followed by some slightly good news, I guess. You can only have one Megaton at once. Chart clearly didn't like what people did during Black Ops 3 with the Panzers and the Margwas, and they decided to make it one mini-boss system. I went to round 20 and by this point at least two more would have spawned in, but that didn't happen. I still only had the original Megaton. I even decided to try and split it to go a few more rounds to see if that would work, but frankly it just made my life even more hellish having to run away from those creepy bastards. I did mention there was some form of good news here, and there is. Although I was on a higher round, the Megaton's health was still the same as it would have been on a lower round. The health only gets higher with the rounds if it's a new Megaton. This means you could be on round 100 with the first Megaton and it would still have a low amount of health. How is this useful, you ask? Well, it's probably not, but I feel like I discovered something cool and I'm proud of that. Don't try and take it away from me. But that's probably going to be it for this experiment. Bit anticlimactic, but so is everything I do, so we really shouldn't be surprised. If you enjoy this video, please leave a like and subscribe while you're at it, it'd be a great help. If you have any other ideas for experiments, comment them below and I'll try and give them a try for another video. But for now, thank you very much for watching and I will see you all next time. Goodbye.